we can't understand. So we will treat them in the language they understand.
Today, Professor Ozodin Mangwala had made it very clear and had responded to Buhari's statement. Listen to him. I'll be right back.
Fellow compatriots, Umunem Igbo, wherever you are, all over the world, and also our friends, global community. This is a declaration by Igbo Development Foundation, ADF, on the raging insecurity in Igbo today. Before we air this declaration from the Board of Trustees of ADF, it is important for us to recall the key factors in the raging anarchy in Nigeria. In the first place, we want to say that 1969 is not 2021. Therefore, it's important to let those who do not know what happened in 1966-70, especially our late listeners and our brothers and sisters in the Southwest, North Central, and good part of the South-South, who, due to false propaganda, fought against the Igbos and Biafra in the 1966-70 war. We're happy that today they have learned their lessons like us in a bitter way. It is inconceivable that they will be deceived again any longer this time around. It is therefore too late to play the typical divide and rule in the Southwest, Southeast, South, and North Central. It's important to emphasize the causes of the current insecurity, banditry, and kidnappings in Nigeria. To wit, unchecked killer headsmen with AK-47 killing and maiming people, trying to take over their land on the various indigenous peoples of Nigeria. They killed indigenous peoples, and our President Bailey said to the indigenous peoples, they should find a way to live with the herdsmen. That is to say, the victim should surrender their land, freedom and land, to his rampaging kinsmen, the Fulani jihadis. Thus, the surge of herdsmen and invading jihadis in all communities in Nigeria. This was never like this before. You can see a major democratic shifts. Like these surely go with conflicts. What about the nepotic appointments of his in a multinational, multi-religious, multicultural society like Nigeria? What about opening of our northern borders to the ethnic groups of men, 14 years to 40 years? Migrations is not done this way. What about paying ransom to kidnappers in the north? Boko Haram hoisting their flag in many parts of the north, especially Niger State. The indigenes of Niger State are forced to pay to them. What a shameful humiliation. The federal government, which is unwilling to tackle these problems in the north, has invaded Igbo, killing and maiming and abducting innocent citizens for daring to resist the takeover of the ancestral lands. Unfortunately, Igbo is considered by him as the weakest link in the chain of possible resistances to the conquest agenda of the Fulani. He is desperate to force our people to repeat the mistakes of 1967-70. To this, we say never again. Ali Igbo and all others affected parts of Nigeria are much wiser today. Never again will the jihadist tactics of 67-70 succeed. Never again. But Buhari should be reminded that all the victims of the Fulani hegemony are now astir and awake. And the songs of freedom are now surging from the innermost recesses of their hearts and raging all over the Federation. Never again. What we are witnessing today is the death pangs of an artificial federation breathing its last. It is in the light of the above that the Board of Trustees of the Ali Igbo Development Foundation has a declaration of the Ali Igbo Development Foundation on the raging insecurity in Nigeria today. The Ali Igbo Development Foundation Board of Trustees. The title of this declaration is Defeating the Conquest Agenda while Preventing Anarchy in Ali Igbo. To all lovers of peace, adherents of democracy and the rule of law, we say no to anarchy in our land. But we shall not and never will surrender to the invaders. We say yes to preemptive, robust self-defense. We must defend the land bequeathed to us by ancestors with no apologies. However, we must not unwillingly allow anarchy into our land and space. Thus, we say no to any non-defensive action by our youth. Our innocent youth have been rigorously aggrieved, unquestionably. However, we urge our youth to never initiate an assault or reprisal attack on the military, on the police, security, governmental and public installations without justifiable provocation. We urge our youths, however, to dutifully defend our cities, communities, religious installations and symbols, our forests, farmlands, and rivers with patriotic courage. Remember, this is what we are reminding the world. In 1929 and beyond, our brave women and Amazons defeated the colonial masters in Igbo land, starting from Olokoro and Aba. Our illegally enslaved but gallant brothers defeated Napoleon Bonaparte's army and liberated the island of Haiti in 1804. Thus, Haiti became the first black republic in the world. Our scientific ingenuity during the 67-70 Nigerian Biafra War astonished the world. In hindsight, some mistakes were made, and we are now living through the fallout. But we say, never again shall we be lured into making those mistakes. Finally, we condemn the declaration of war on Ali Igbo and her neighbors by President Buhari. While even his home state, Katsina, is daily ravaged by various bandits, including his beloved Boko Haram, President Buhari's soldiers and the allied Fulani herdsmen are abducting and killing innocent youth from Ali Igbo and other Christian pastors. No sane leader can feel unperturbed as President Buhari, while his nation is in flames. It's to be noted that President Buhari's recent speech is a classic case of hate speech. Unfortunately, while Twitter has recognized it for what it is, the Nigerian National Assembly, that's expected as a body to call Mr. President to order, has maintained very embarrassing silence. Mr. Buhari should remember that Igbo are wiser today than they were in 1966, 67, 70, when they lost the Biafra War due to internal strategic errors, propaganda, and international conspiracy. We say, never again shall we allow ourselves to be lured into the error of 1967. This statement is signed by the president of our Ali Igbo Foundation, myself, the chairman of AJBOT, His Lordship Bishop Obi Bezuonobogo, our Acting Secretary, Dr. Onyi Beneche, Honorable Iykeangel Okeke, Chairman, ADF Publicity Bureau. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You've heard him. Now, you've seen it for yourself that there are Igbo elders without fear. What you need to do is to rally around him and elders like him in Igbo land. It is time for us to synergize between the agitators with the strength, the youths on the street, and our elders who are fearless, who have not sold their conscience to this God-forsaken experiment called Nigeria. What you need to do is to share this video. Let more people get to watch this. I'll be signing out. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, like, and share. And follow us on all our social media platforms. Stay connected to the voice of the people, the voice of God, and the voice of our ancestors. Stay safe. Very important.